Hey guys, just wanted to let you all know that Imperium Duelist has come out with some brand new products. The first being their Fire Attribute deck box, following up the Dark Attribute deck box they did a few months back. They also just came out with a brand new 9-pocket binder, looking pretty slick, themed after the spell Magic Formula. Got some nice white pages there, and some nice artwork on the front and back of the binder with the zipper as well. Actually pretty handy feature. And last but not least, my playmat Blazing Permafrost is still available. It's a limited supply of these, and once they're gone, they are gone. So go ahead and grab one now if you haven't. And you can get all this stuff for 10% off using my discount code WinterKill10 off at checkout. And of course, support the channel in the process. What's up guys, WinterKills here, and welcome to a first place deck profile here with my friend Colin. Just went 4-0, and what did you play?
I played Shaddoll Invoked. Nothing special, I guess.
Let's see that list, baby.
All right, so the 3 Alistair standard, it's just good synergy with the deck, obviously.
Yep.
Play the 1/1. You don't play Maximus. It's just really bad against the mirror mostly, and it's just like not that good. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, the Nadir just serves the purpose, like you're already wanting to fulfill.
Yep.
So, you play 6 bricks.
6 bricks, baby.
Yeah, 6 bricks. This is probably the best one. People are gonna ask me why I'm not playing Squamata. I've tested this deck enough where like Squamata is like, it's good, but it just like, you need to have Shaddoll monsters in your deck as much as possible, if that makes sense. And Squamata just like, kind of just like gets rid of them way too quick, and he just doesn't do anything. Like you could draw literally 4 of these, and they're all like doing something. These are just the utility cards. I mean, they can do something, but like you don't want to draw these ones. But if you open up 1, it's really good. But if you open up like 2 or 3, it's getting kind of rough.
Yeah.
So, hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Nib, and 2 Phantasme. This is just for like the decks I'm losing to, or like the decks you have potential to lose to, are Dragon Link. Usually if you're playing like Rogue or something, you're not losing anyways, because the Shaddoll cards are just really strong against Rogue. So these hand traps just like beat the decks that I'm having like you have a hard time with.
Yep.
So pretty much Dragon Link, Ash versatility, and then this is just like good against a lot of the meta. It's just a meta call for Phantasma. Standard 3 Meltdown. This card's literally insane in this deck. It's just like
Why is it still at 3?
can't respond. What's up? Like.
Crazy.
Terraforming Search, obviously, consistency. 3 of Nadir Servant. This card is like the best card to come out in a long time, I think, for like an engine. It's just insane. Like you send the, the app clone, and it's just like so much. You just get a lot of advantage off of this one card. You could plus like 5.
Crazy.
Incredible. 3 Shaddoll Fusions. This card's cracked. Not much to say. I pretty much play I play those, just all the fusion spells. There's 8 of them. Usually 8 fusion spells, 1 in every hand, mostly. Reason I don't play 3 Super Poly, it does get kind of cloggy. It really does. I've tested it a bunch of times. It's a good card, like it's probably the best card in the deck, honestly. It does get cloggy though. You don't want to open up multiples. You can also, it's kind of like searchable off the Anaconda. You can just use it whenever you want, almost, and it's just a really good card. And also Phantasme digs for it too. So yeah. And then obviously 2 invocations, standard number, and then the 1 L. You could set this. The thing about the L, this is like something that's really important for everyone to know, is you can actually set this and Schism up with it. If you're blinding, it's good because it beats droplets, dark rulers, twisters, all that stuff. Because if they, you use the Schism, they out the first window with any of those 3 cards, or standby phase twin. You could just chain the L, obviously. It makes window anyways. Yep. Droplets, Dark Ruler, they hit the first one, and then you just straight up make the second one, and it's really hard to play through 2 window. Yep. And if they don't, you have utility. And then speaking of utility, 2 talents. This card's just cracked. It literally says Confiscation, Change of Heart, and draw Pot of Greed. So, yep. Pretty good card, I'd say. It's just like, it's good to beat hand traps. It's good going first and second. It does things. This comes up where I've broken Dragon Link boards with that card and Shaddoll Fusion with Meltdown boards. So
sounds about right.
Yep. 2 Prosperity. I played 3 of this. It's just you really cannot draw 2 of this card, and it conflicts with Beast a little bit too, which isn't really the problem per se. It's just the like Pot of Prosperity. Like if you draw multiples, number 1, yeah, you can hold it next turn per se, but like you really can't be affording to banish your extra deck too much.
Yeah.
Like the extra deck is really important, especially in a grind game against the mirror match. It's rough. Like you almost like I don't side this out against the mirror, but like I usually don't. Like if I open up 2, I'll usually just hold the 1 for the spell negate from Makaba.
Yeah.
Like you only can ever afford to banish 3 in the mirror. It's really tough. Mirrors are really, really hard. Also, go second in the mirror.
There you go.
And then just the 2 trap cards. I hate drawing them, obviously, but if you draw them, it's not the end of the world. But like, they're searchable and they're just really good cards. This card's literally insane.
Literally ends games.
Yeah, that card coming out made Shaddoll's good again.
Yeah.
Like Shaddolls weren't that good without this, and without this card's literally insane. This is just like, you're really only Nadir targets. I'll just bring them out now, honestly. These are really your Nadir targets only. I don't really play anymore. I mean, you could just send the Shaddolls late game for adding back, but this card just gets you to anything in the deck. Like the utility between like Dragon, Aerial, Beast, like Wendy, like all that utility, it's just a lot. And you could like search your Shaddoll fusions, your schisms, like it's just like a really card. Like this card coming out was insane. Like when you have Meltdown on board too and you Shaddoll fusion, like they can't respond to that. Like you just negate forever, and then you get to proc all the Shaddoll effects. Like it's a lot.
And you can chain block too because it can negate itself,
and
right?
turn 1 you can chain block this card to negate itself.
Yeah.
So like there's no window to ash anything, which is nice.
Absolutely crazy.
It's really, really good, yeah. And then the other Shaddoll monsters. I'm sorry, this one's ugly, I know.
That's all right.
But yeah, this card, there's not much to say about that. The guy behind the camera hates this card.
I do. That is true. That is absolutely true.
Yeah, this is just, it's construct. You gotta play it. It's really good, like Schism. Like all these like Schism targets are just really good. Like this, having the light is really nice. And then like against the mirror match, this is the GOAT.
Yeah, easily.
So
I love construct.
right. So then we have the what do you want to call them? The Alistair, really say. And then I also play the Raijin. Reason for Raijin, it's really good because you played the 2 Wendy's.
Yep.
And not just because of that, like this card is good with Super Poly in the deck because when you summon Alistair, they're not doing anything to that. When you're playing Prank Kids, they end on the Battle Butler.
Yeah.
So it's really good against that. Also against Barrier Statue. Because the Wind Barrier Statue in, what is it, the Tri-Brigade deck?
Yeah, Tri-Brigade Bird Up, yeah.
Whatever it is, yeah. It's really good against that deck too. It comes up a lot, it really does.
Yeah.
But like, it's nice to have this. There's a lot of win targets in the game. It's worth playing.
Draw and lock.
Yeah, like if you have Meltdown on board, you could summon this against the Prank Kids deck, and you could just summon this, target the Battle Butler on the summon, and he can't respond to it because it's still being on the summon, and it's just quick effect Book of Moon whenever you want. So
Crazy.
And this card's just cracked. That's my favorite one. That card's so good. Just steals games.
Yeah, it really does.
And it's still like an interruption. Like you can end on it too. It's not bad. Super Poly target generic. Really, really good. It comes up all the time. Even in the mirror match, it could come up sometimes, but it's mostly for Dragon Link. And then the 3 links. Super Poly searchable. Searches Shaddoll fusion. Literally does everything. Super, like, has a bunch of utility.
Yep.
Really good in mirror. This is just your light target for Alistair, turn 1, and then this is just to get, like, turn 1 through your app clone to get to your engine, your Schism. So that's it for the main extra deck. So we can go to this side. Yep. You got 3 Droll. This is just for Dragon Link, pretty much. People are saying play against the mirror, but it's really bad in the mirror match. It can be good, but only good 30 or 40% of the time, because then if you don't OTK them, you're losing. Because the reason why this is bad in the mirror match is because you're sending your card from the hand to the grave, and they're just saying, okay, they're ending on nothing anyways.
Yeah.
So, because they don't want to play into your Shaddoll fusions and stuff like that. So you're just activating this. It's a neg1 for you. They pass your turn, and then, like, if you don't OTK them, they held everything. Yeah. Because they like under Droll they can't use them, so they just hold everything, and then they just push you in next turn. Yeah. 2 Lancia. I side 2 against Dragon Link as well, but I don't play 3. I made space for another card I'll show you, but yeah, it was really good at 2, and there's also another reason I only play 2, so I'll show you guys in a minute. And then Scythe, you know what's coming next. I'll just show you now. So that's why I'm playing the 2. I'll just put it back. This card's really good. Now, instead of Droll in the mirror, this is really good because even going second, because what's happening is if you're going second, right? You want to pick second. They're trying to not play into the good cards like Shaddoll Fusion and stuff, so they're not ending on too much. They might end on like Dogmatika stuff and then like a set beast off the Wendy. They're not really summoning anything most of the time, like good players won't. Yeah. But what you do is even if you have this going second, they're not ending anything, right? So you're gonna kind of not end on anything either, and then set this, and then when they try to push you in the following turn, which they're gonna do there because they have no choice, you just flip this and then ends their turn.
Yeah.
Literally just ends their turn.
Sounds
with
about right.
With Scythe, though. It's just really good. It's obviously really good going first. The reason I like it going first is because it also beats Droplets, Dark Ruler, Twister, stuff like that as well, because they're trying so hard to hit the window, and then you just flip this, and then ends their turn anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Like against any good deck, Dragon Link, all that stuff. So it's really, really good. There's a reasoning behind it. I was gonna play Judgment, it's just not as good. The card just has more utility, honestly.
Gotcha.
So the 3 Cosmic, the 2 Twisters, and the Super Poly. The third one, I sided in going second against Dragon Link, obviously, because you want to see it going second. But going first, it's okay because you could set it for interruption, but not against every deck. Because you obviously equip your deck to locals a little bit, but there's a lot of rogue here. Sometimes there's a lot of meta, but this card is just 2 is perfect, the perfect number in the main.
Yeah.
And then the reasoning for this is the Prank Kids matchup is surprisingly kind of hard, but. This card, these are the cards that really all of them siding is going second. Obviously, you keep your ashes and stuff in, but if you don't see those, it's tough. The board's tough. They end on a lot of cards in hand, a lot of follow-ups. They just have a lot of advantage in general because they're just proccing all the monsters back and they just have all the resources. So if you can standby phase the Pandemonium, that's just the one card that hits them. The reason for Twister is because it hits 2, and they're always setting 2. They're never just setting Pandemonium. They even want to protect it up from Cosmic, just because they they bluff.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the Kobo because they're on that going first. So, this is just really good. It's good against the mirror match too. It hits Schism Punishment every time, so it's really good. It's a solid 2-for-1.
And it doesn't lose the Lancia too.
Huh?
It doesn't lose the Lancia.
Yeah, it doesn't lose the Lancia, correct. Yep, it's good. I'm debating whether I want to do 3 and 2.
Yep.
Or 3 and 2. This card's realistically better. It's just discarding is man, you don't really want to discard in this deck.
Yeah.
Unless it was its cost. If it was by an effect, that'd be nuts.
Then it triggers Shaddoll.
Right.
Crazy.
But the 3 Cosmic, there's not much to talk about this. It's the best one because it banishes.
Yep.
But hitting 2 in this meta right now is really good.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about that. That's the only adjustment I would make to the list right now is just switching this for a 3rd Twister, but I'm not sure yet. So that's about it.
All right. So what were your matchups?
So round 1, I played Tri-Brigades. It was the Zoo Tri-Brigade, not the Bird Up. You don't need to do Bird Up, trust me. You don't need all those extenders. It was really good. I 2-0'd. Honestly, I didn't lose a single game today, actually.
She's cracked.
I 2-0'd everything, but the Tri-Brigade deck's cool. The wind barrier statue is cool. I had the Super Poly though.
Yeah.
So
You don't care about the wind barrier statue?
Game 1, he won die roll actually,
Uh-huh.
and I actually had the Super Poly. I didn't draw for turn or anything, but that won me the duel. I had Alistair Super Poly, GG. And then game 2, he went first again, and then I ashed his Slink 3, and then he had to pass.
Yeah.
He ended on a Dryden, but it was over. Shaddoll Fusion was in my hand. Anyway, so round 2, I played Prank Kids, correct. Game 1, I won die roll. He had evenly, right? So I played through his. I just did the generic stuff, and then he ashed me along the way. I talents, looked at his hand. He had evenly in his hand. Shuffled it in, and he draws a turn, and I knew his hand.
Yeah.
He had 2 Prank Kids and forget the 3rd card. It wasn't that good though. And he goes battle phase.
Oh
he draws it
draws
again.
The evenly
draws
again.
evenly. But I still win that game.
Nice.
I just hold the Schism, and then he just can't do anything. So game 3, round 3, I faced Dogmatika Spring Gun, which is a cool deck, by the way. Check it out. It's on Winter Kill's channel.
Yes, sir.
You guys can go watch the videos. It's an interesting deck. I don't really it was nothing special. I won the die roll. He didn't really do much. I just negated his Nadir off Makaba, and then he had to pass. And it wasn't that good. But game 2, he summoned that Spring Gun card. I forget what it's called.
The
it's
rank
the
8?
Xyz. The Xyz.
Yeah.
That card's really cool. I didn't even know what it did, honestly. The field spell and stuff he was playing, it's interesting. He mixes it with Dogmatika, Invoked, and Spring Gun.
Yeah.
And all of it together is cool, but I ended up game 2, I honestly he didn't end on too much. So he ended on set 2. And then I had Meltdown, Shaddoll Fusion. Scent Dragon pop. I had Cosmic, so I chain Cosmic to the other, and then just go off, and then I just OTK him there.
Yep.
And then round 4, I played Dinosaurs. Yep. And then he made me go first. Or no, I won die roll, but I'm blinding. I was, I'm not gonna just go second because I know he wants to go second. But yeah, I went first, and then I don't really remember the match that well. It wasn't too hard. He like Doger on me, and then there's not much to it. You guys will probably see it on your channel. It was it was the feature match. You'll watch it. It wasn't anything crazy. It was weird. Game 1 though, we got to like a game state where like the aerial, like I lanced him 2 turns in a row. You know how that is against Dino.
Yep.
And then when he finally I ran out of Lancias, I aerialed and banished all the dinos in his grave that mattered.
Nice.
And then he just was like, wow. And then it just ended up, I just got the Alistair, drew for turn, and that was game.
Nice.
So that's about it. It wasn't anything special, but you guys can go watch on Winter Kills channel.
Yep.
So
Future match will be up probably by the time this goes up, or maybe sometime after the fact. But yeah, it'll definitely be up for you guys to check out. So thank you for the profile, man. Congratulations on first place.
Thank you.
You're absolutely cracked at the game. Everybody knows it.
Yes, sir.
Best player in our area right here, ladies and gentlemen.
See
Goody. All right.
Go check out Valarge TCG's channel.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do that. I'll leave a link to his
He's
channel
my boy.
in the description.
Go check him out. He's really good.
All right. So yeah, thank you for the profile, man. Congratulations again, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. And last but not least, a special thanks goes to all of the YouTube members supporting this channel, and of course a huge thanks to our Divine Level channel member, Nia's Cadillacs84. Thank you, dude, so much for your continued and very generous support of the channel.